On this week's episode, we talk about AKA Charlie Sheen.
And other pop culture news from the week.
Netflix just released a documentary, two-part documentary, about Charlie Sheen, named AKA Charlie Sheen. Is that the name?
Yeah,
It's not AKA Charlie, right? It's AKA Charlie Sheen.
I believe so.
Okay. In conjunction of the release of a book that Charlie released about his life, his rises
It's a heck of a life.
and falls. There's a lot of both, and the documentary we watched, and I also saw interviews because he's going around the promoting circuit and giving interviews everywhere he can, and everywhere people invite him, and he talks about it. And yeah, it's about him and how he started. He's the son of one Martin Sheen, already very famous actor, celebrated, and he wanted to be, and brother of Emilio Estevez that he started his career first, and he wanted to do that too. And I guess with kids with means living in Hollywood, they had access to a camera, and they start making movies together.
Actually, kind of reminded me of like kids who grow up in farm country on farms. They grow up playing with like little John Deere tractors and things like that, and then they go on to be doing 4-H and FFA, and then they go on to become farmers. And this kind of struck me as the same thing, because like their friends, all the kids in the neighborhood, and by kids in the neighborhood I mean like Sean Penn and George Clooney and who else is there? Yeah, Laura Dern, and anyway, like all these kids in the neighborhood, like they ran around. They visit dad at work on the set of Apocalypse Now, and they'd run around with their Super 8 and make movies. So it seems like a very similar thing.
Yeah, since you mentioned farm, there is this interesting thing about the Sheens. They did live in a ranch in some hill in LA, and it shows like a lot of empty space, kids with cameras, and they'll go to sets to watch his father. So they decided to do the same. So he grew up in that kind of environment, and there was like, if acting is playing pretend, he was playing pretend since he was a little kid. But when it comes to Hollywood, when it comes to the industry, there's a lot of messed up things there. The egos, the dark side, and the drugs and the abuses, and he goes through all that, and different than some of them, or a lot of them, that he survived. He fell and got up, and the documentary goes through a lot of that.
Yeah, so at this point, at the point of filming, he'd been sober for 7 years. I think at this point he's up to 8 years, which is incredible, especially given how far he fell. And he's going kind of like no holds barred. It's all on the table. And we've unfortunately at this point we've only seen the one part. So we're not sure exactly where this is going. We kind of know.
We know.
Yeah.
He survived, and he's sober now.
Yeah. But yeah, he's just kind of laying it all out there, and it's very interesting. It's very compelling, and especially seeing what he's overcome at this point too. So even though like at this point in the documentary we're kind of like in the weeds and not even at the worst of it, but in some pretty bad parts. And he's got some interesting people who've joined him and who are participating in the documentary. His father and one of his brothers, Emilio, decided not to participate, but he has another brother, Ramon, who is. And then there's other people like John Cryer and other childhood friends, Sean Penn,
Nicolas Cage doesn't participate.
No,
but he's mentioned.
Oh, but he features significantly.
The father and the son didn't participate. They did see the movie, and they liked it and supported. Yeah, it's not a lot of details of why they didn't.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they just don't want to really dig in and relive.
It's true.
A lot of that, because that had to be so hard for them.
Oh yeah.
to watch Charlie go through that. And of course it all happens. And it's just, there's so much that's so messed up about celebrity. Like first, he rockets to fame and everybody loves him. And then he realizes he can get away with anything. And then he's like getting all these drugs and doing all these like stupid things and committing crimes. And he gets away with it. Because he's Charlie Sheen and everybody loves him. And he's super popular, and how that just messes with your head. And
the feeling of impunity makes you want to do more.
And invincibility.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's so far it's very interesting. I think it's worth a watch, even if you're not like a huge Charlie Sheen fan. It's just a really interesting, like, it's just a very compelling story.
Yeah. It's a very, very interesting, recent, current format. Is the type of documentary about a person that is alive and can talk about it. There's like, we saw one with Val Kilmer before he passed away. Sylvester Stallone has one.
Yeah,
it's a lot different than like documentaries like the one for the Beatles, or several for the Beatles. That they are sort of mythical now because they're gone. Besides Paul,
2 of them are gone.
If they're Paul. Anyways, but it's a very interesting a new format for this kind of documentary memorial, when these people not only still in the memory but they're still alive. But it's fun, it's entertaining. Of course, you go through his career to was it Michael J. Fox that we saw one that was really good? Yeah, Michael J. Fox.
Yeah, his is excellent.
Yeah. Anyways, AKA Charlie, available on Netflix in 2 parts.
Yes. Now, we're a little bit behind on this, but there's been a lot going on, so you will forgive us. But the Emmys happened.
Yeah, and hosted by Nate Bargatze, or however you say that name.
Bargatze. I've been watching so many of his specials. I feel like I should know by now.
Yeah, and he's well, granted, it's his daughter that introduced him. Ladies and gentlemen, my father, Nate Bargatze. So I guess it doesn't help because it's a little girl. But anyways.
Sure, blame it on a woman.
She's a little girl. Anyways, and I mean, he's funny. There was this whole thing about kids. Was it called?
Oh yeah, this is very funny. So at the very beginning, so he was hosting.
They lost money for the charities.
They came through. So at the very beginning, he puts his counter up on the wall. He's like, all right, I'm going to donate $100,000 to the Boys and Girls Club of America. But for every second that your acceptance speech goes over, we're going to deduct $1,000. By the end of the night, they were at negative $60,000.
Oh, geez.
But he came through and was like, okay. And the actors were all like referencing this in their speeches. They're like, I'll pay, I'll make it up for it. And Seth Rogen was like, man, we're really effing over these kids. And anyway, at the end of the night, he did come out and say, like, okay, forget that. I'm donating $250,000. I think CBS or whoever aired it donated $100,000, so they came up with $350,000.
It's tough to go to people full of egos and say, "Don't speak." It's like,
I know.
Is it night they want to speak?
And especially when you should watch it. It was very funny. He's like, "It's not me. This isn't my choice. These are the rules that I made up, and I can't change them." For every second you go over, you're stealing money from children, and they just did it anyway.
See, they don't care about children, and that's like evident now.
Typical.
Yeah, but anyways, we had some bad moments. Hannah, whatever her name is,
Einbender,
the ginger from Hacks, was like, F ICE and Free Palestine. It's just like, of all people, she a Jew. But anyways, there was also some bad but funny moments. Don't
drag me down.
What's a bucket? The blondie, Elizabeth Banks, presented the award for Best Directing.
Oh no! Out of 5 people nominated, 4 were women.
4 women, but who won?
The guy. After she made sure to notice. Yes. Oh, it was so bad.
If she hadn't noticed, people say, "Wow, look at that!" But it was like, she
was
pushed
like,
it.
Isn't it great to have 4 women and the women, the winner is the guy? Actually, something very similar happened. Ellen DeGeneres announced. I don't know if it was best film. I don't remember. She has a similar award, and it was the year that 12 Years a Slave was nominated, and she was like, and if you don't pick 12 Years a Slave, you're all racist. And she opened it up, and it was 12 Years a Slave. Yeah, no, it was 12 Years a Slave. Yeah,
she pushed it by work this time. It didn't. Adolescence, which was like, it was a okay show, but caused.
The first episode was unbelievable, and then
it caused. Because this whole thing, even though it's like, fiction, because it was, in reality, there's a problem in England, and there's nothing like that. We talked about that in an episode. We talked about adolescence. There was the studio won a lot of awards. Seth Rogen now is the king of Hollywood.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like, oh man, giving power to this guy. Granted, this show's not bad. This show is fun.
I loved it. I thought it was hysterical.
Yeah. But it's like a show about Hollywood, it's like praising and making fun of them. It's like they're giving themselves.
It's true. They love themselves so much.
So it's like a little bit of egomaniac, megalomaniac there. But what else? Who else was like big names?
Yeah, big winners. Severance, of course. Hacks
won Best Actress and Actress.
Supporting
actress.
Hacks did well. Despite that, Hacks is going to end with season 5.
Yeah. Well, it was.
I think it probably could have ended already.
It should. Yeah. It's outrunning. It's outliving. It's yeah.
Let's see. See, I read all this and I was super prepared.
Andor won one for Star Wars as best writing.
Yes, for outstanding writing, which was a nice moment for Star Wars.
Yeah.
It was a good episode.
The Boys won one for a song. What was the song?
The Homelander on Ice thing.
Something Jesus Christmas, whatever. It's like it's like making fun of Christmas and religion, whatever.
Kristen Milioti won for the Penguin.
For the Penguin, she plays. Yes, the girl. Jeez, Elena? No.
What is her name?
I can't remember.
In the comic books, she's like huge.
Yeah, Giganta.
Yeah.
No, Giganta is the name of the family, right? The Gigantas? No, it's like Italian name that sounds like something.
I know,
like that.
it's all gone. It's all gone.
Yeah.
The Studio Adolescence Hacks, those were like the big winners. Severance did well.
Oh, The Room.
Traitors.
Not The Room. What's it called? The Room. The Pitt.
The Pit.
Yeah.
The Pit took
Which
away
is a show I really want to watch, but
okay.
I was like, I need to finish ER. I don't. It's like it has nothing to do with it, but it's like I'm so behind. I'm so behind the genre. So
Stephen Colbert won.
Oh, participation prize.
Yeah.
Because among the talk shows, he's not the worst. He was canceled. He's leaking money, leaking audiences.
Yeah.
But hey, anyways.
Bless.
So consolation prize for Colbert. They went there and joke about if anyone was hiring, he brought his what's it called? The pictures they call
headshots.
Headshots,
And Traitors won, which I thought was nice. That's
Traitors won, yeah. Traitors is coming with a spin-off with normal people.
This show. What an unexpected.
What else? Anything else about the Emmys?
I feel like those were all the highlights.
Yeah.
For the most part, like the nominations weren't a huge surprise.
Yeah.
The people who won the awards, none of that was a huge surprise. Except for Star Wars doesn't usually get like writing type of. They usually get more like the technical awards.
Yeah.
So it was nice to have some recognition.
It was
there.
a big
it
upset. It was a big upset, right? Because the bear was in a role, and it was basically destroyed by the studio. Yeah.
Oh, anyway, so that happened.
Yeah. I mean, it's another award season. Some of the stuff are fun. Some of the stuff are interested to see. But it's them drinking and celebrating themselves, and some of the things they got right, some of the things they got wrong. Yeah. Okay. The Emmys. That was it. Yeah.
Yep.
We didn't see it.
But they sure did a job.
Not a lot of people saw it. They did a job. And Seth Rogen went home with power. So much power that I wonder if he could basically resurrect Franco now.
Whoa.
He owns the town.
Whoa.
Who's gonna say no to the king? But anyways.
That would be a great episode of The Studio. That sounds like something that would happen.
Yeah.
On The Studio, that like a friend comes out of the shadows and is like, "Hey, you're the head of the studio.
Yeah.
You can bring me back."
And it's a matter of time, right? Nobody stays canceled in Hollywood.
It's true.
As a matter of fact, it's funny. We were watching Paddington, me and my daughter, our daughter, and when the credits for the producers show up, it's like Bob and Harv Weinstein. I was like,
oh, every time. God damn it.
Anyways.
Good times. NBC Universal employees have to be back in the office 4 days a week as of January 5th.
In January!
2026. That's a horrible time to make people start coming back to the office. Guys.
It's about time! Come on, seriously?
I mean, but like January, that's like the worst. That's just the worst month.
It should
for
be
stuff.
last January.
Give them like August or something. We're all in like the back to school energy. That's the time to do it.
Those.
Give them some fun new office supplies. Kids go back to school. You go back to the office.
It's ridiculous. People went back to work like, I don't know, in 2020, and these people
but like
still.
some of these jobs, does it really make a difference where you are?
I mean,
I feel like for some of these jobs,
it does.
Maybe.
It does. You're working at home. There's distractions, and there's also the company is paying for the building, so.
Sure. Yeah, that was. Yeah.
If you work on the project,
we have this whole infrastructure built around going to work.
If you're working on the project, yeah. But if you work office work day by day, yeah, I don't see why work at home would be better than work at the office. Anyways.
Oh well. Sorry guys. Good luck. Hang in there.
Not sorry. You guys just go back. Come on. Just take it forever. Put your mask and go back to work.
Well, speaking of NBC and going to work, The Office has generated $540 million in streaming revenue since 2020.
Yeah, of
course.
It's
a gift that keeps on giving.
Of course they would make another show. Spin-off.
Yes.
Which I feel small. I don't know. Maybe it's this. I was rewatching it, and the song. Dun, 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 it feels. And some of the elements of the show, it feels more like Parks and Rec, which they have nothing to do with The Office, right? It's not the same people, right?
Isn't it Michael Schur?
I guess one. Okay,
yeah.
So I guess it has
and it was like around the same time. Like there was The Office, and then mid-Office run, Parks and Rec came. So it was very much the same.
Okay.
The same moment, and at least one of the same people.
Yeah. And similarities, like the first season of The Office is kind of like,
it's true.
And same thing with Parks, right? The first season is like, and then they, it's on second season that they kicked the guy, like the pretty guy.
Yeah, the pretty guy. In fact, I don't think he even shows up in the second season.
That's what I'm saying. So they kicked him
gone.
after the first one.
Yeah.
Which was like a really good decision.
Get rid of him, and then they bring in
Andy.
Yeah, no, Andy was there in the first season.
But they give him more power.
Yeah, he comes in, but the big one is Adam Scott and Rob Lowe come in.
Oh yeah, that was a really good shot of energy.
Yeah, and Leslie becomes more like likable. I don't like Michael.
Same thing with Michael. Yeah.
Anyway.
Of course, Michael. There's some tropes and characteristics of the character of his persona. Mm-hmm. They're if not naturally, but sort of postmodern, post these days traditions that what he says is judged in a rougher light because he's a man, which she would get away with something.
Maybe
the same things if she would say some of the same things that Michael would say, she'd get away with it. When with Michael says it's like to the point that people, even like Rainn Wilson was saying the other day that the show should never exist. That was like so terrible and stuff like, which is just dumb. But anyways.
It wasn't that bad. But I mean, wasn't that kind of the point of Michael's character too? Like it's not just contemporary audiences looking back 20 years ago and being like, oh my gosh, this shouldn't exist. Like Michael's supposed to be kind of like an awful guy with his foot in his mouth. Maybe not awful, but
he's the boss, and like there's a natural relationship in between boss and bossy that But my point is, some of the
not
things
just the boss, but like even the stuff he says, like it's supposed to be cringe. It's supposed,
absolutely.
Even at the time, it's supposed to be like this is not.
Yeah,
this is the kind of
funny because
malarkey
it's true.
You have to put up with.
It's funny because it's true. And if anything, the new show fails on that sense because there's a lot of the woke stuff that happens in companies nowadays that could be perceived as cringe, same way some of the things Michael said on a different side of the spectrum. But my point is, some of the things that he would say, if Leslie would say, she would be judged in a different light.
I don't think of an example. Like, if you're a racist, I will attack you with my armies from the north.
If she says,
doesn't matter who says that. That sounds dumb. That's a line from Diversity Day.
Who says
Michael
that?
Scott. Well, Michael Scott. He's like, Abraham Lincoln once said, "If you're a racist, I'll attack you with my armies from the north."
Okay, so
funny, but like it doesn't matter who says that.
Yeah.
It's not funny because he's a man.
No, I'm not talking about funny. I'm talking about
ignorant. And like that's what she said jokes.
Yeah.
That's just inappropriate for the workplace, regardless of who says it.
Yeah. But I'm not talking about funny. I'm talking about the that's hilarious, and it would be hilarious if she said it too. I'm talking about some of the cringiness of something he would say. Some of those, if she would say, you would like laughing, she would get away with it.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't buy it. I think they are very, despite having like a similar beginning from someone who's like not super likable and to being someone we love. I think they're very different characters. All that said, the paper. A man.
She's a woman.
The paper, the Office spinoff, is actually going to get an NBC broadcast. Right?
This is actually the first time that Peacock released a series and then sent to broadcast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I mean I imagine it's because it's been successful.
Oh yeah.
Enough on streaming, there's enough interest, and now they'll send it out to regular broadcast TV for.
It's also
everybody else.
It's a marketing tool, right? Because you release on broadcast, and then you bring people that want to watch more, rewatch, or even next seasons. Disney did that too with some shows. They put on Disney. Put on Disney Plus shows, then they put on Hulu, then they put on broadcast. I think Andor, they put like 2 episodes on broadcast.
Oh, that sounds right.
And some other shows too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so are they doing the whole series, or the whole season?
The whole season, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, good for them. I did, by no means a perfect show, but I enjoyed it, so.
Yeah, no, it was fun.
Yeah, it was good. Speaking of not perfect shows, but that were still fun, we just finished Acapulco.
Acapulco?
Yeah. This is a series on...
Maximo Gallardo?
Yeah.
Diane? Is that
Diane.
In the gang of the most pink resort in Acapulco, Mexico.
Yeah.
It's an Apple TV Plus show about the resort named Las Colinas. 4 seasons, I think.
That sounds right.
And since it's in Mexico, there's a lot of Mexican characters, and there's a lot of Spanish is spoken in the show.
Yeah, they go back and forth, but I think it's mostly Spanish.
But the main characters speak Spanish and English. Some don't, right? Like Diane never quite learned Spanish. That's true. And the
she tries.
And the mother never quite learned English.
No.
Which is it's very, very
it's not
realistic, right? So this guy that started working at the resort and climbed his way to the ranks. And of course there's a romantic pair. There's a girl that works there and they meet. And the show takes place in 2 different timelines. In the future, Eugenio Derbez as a rich entrepreneur. We don't quite know what he does.
Super successful businessman.
Yeah. And he's going to Acapulco he's receiving his nephew.
Yeah.
And he's telling him a story about, I remember in the 80s when I worked in this resort. So it takes place in the past in the resort, and in the future he telling the story, and those finally collide or get together when he goes back to Acapulco and meets some of the people from the past. And it was fun.
Yeah, it was a nice finale. We tied up all the ends, all the loose ends, and Everybody got their happy endings or their happy beginnings, as the case might be. I think I finally figured out what bugs me about the show. Because, like, the show bugs me, but also I like it. And I think the reason it's the 2 timelines. I feel like everything wrong, everything that was, like, off about the show could be completely solved if we got rid of the present day storyline. And just stuck to the past. Because what happened in the first season, he was like kind of like building up all this tension, like, oh my gosh, everybody hates me. But in order to explain, I have to tell you this whole story. But as he's telling the whole story, and as we're seeing things in the past, and I suspect the show got renewed maybe a couple more times than they expected, and there's not really any reason why everybody hates it. Like, I don't know. So there were some things like that kind of created some problems for themselves that didn't quite work, and I feel like we still could have had ironically, the actor narrating the show, but without the whole like
it's the star of the show.
Yeah.
So you want to eliminate the star of the show?
No, I just said he could stay and narrate because the narration was fine. The narration was helpful. It's a great storytelling tool. To have a voiceover narration, but without the whole like. But then this thing happens. Bum, bum, bum. Because really all the good stuff, all the interesting things, all the best characters, and that's all happening in the 80s storyline.
Yeah, and it does play a lot of nostalgia stuff from the 80s.
We even could have had a good finale without it. I just rewrote the finale in my head. And it was really lovely.
The finale, she leaves. The what happens in the past, she leaves. How are you going to rewrite it?
I know, I fixed it.
Okay.
Because, do we want to spoil it? It's just
no, it's not spoil.
Yeah.
Also, it wouldn't be a spoiler if you tell them a fake ending.
Yeah, but then they know that, like, well, I guess they know. Whatever. The point is, I fixed it. I rewrote it. It's better. It works without problems, and Deves could still be involved because he really is. His storytelling was a really good part about the show. We could just get rid of the whole plot device.
Anyway. Well. Acapulco, available on Apple TV Plus. The entire show.
Yeah, and it is delightful and very fun. Okay, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. The second season has been paused indefinitely.
Oh, it means it's not going anywhere
it's not looking
anytime
good.
soon. It might not go anywhere ever.
Sorry, guys. That's at Prime Video. So don't get too attached, I guess.
Chaz Bambino, whatever he goes by his name. It's a... Oh, gosh, it's his name. Glover. It's the guy...
Oh, Childish Gambino.
Yes, that's what I said.
Yep.
But he has a name. That's
he's like Donald... No.
Donald Glover.
Yes, Donald Glover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. Super Mario Brothers movie is getting a sequel, and it's called Super Mario Galaxy Movie.
Yeah. Mario's spectacular, so we'll see what comes next.
It was really good. So it's coming to theaters April 3rd, 2026.
Yeah.
Okay. Movie theater chains over the last year spent $1.5 billion on renovations.
Yeah, investing to bring people to stay relevant, to bring people back to the movies.
Yeah. We went to a movie this past week and we sat in like normal theater seats for the first time in ages.
Yeah, no.
So we've definitely reaped the benefits.
Comfort chairs.
I know. We're really saying that this doesn't recline.
Yeah, this doesn't feel like first class. Feels like coach.
I'm supposed to sit with my feet on the floor like an animal, like a peasant. Anyways, the morning show got renewed for their 5th season.
Ahead of season 4 premiere.
DMV got 7 more episodes for their first season at CBS.
Ahead of season 1 premiere.
That's a work.
The show has Harriet. I can't remember the last name. Okay. The cute, funny Australian from Calling from Accounts.
Oh.
And has Ladies Man. I can't remember his name. Tim Meadows.
There you go. Oh, that's a good setup.
Yeah, and some other talented people.
Okay. We Were Liars has also been renewed for a 2nd season.
Yeah, No Lying on Prime Video. Sure. Well.
Okay.
Teenagers lying, people die. That kind of stuff.
CW?
It's very CW, yeah.
It is very CW. Yeah. Okay, Universal has given Joseph Kosinski's Miami Vice movie a 2027 release.
Yeah, Kosinski did Top Gun lately and did F1, so he's on the road.
Okay. This is very exciting for a certain group of people. The Jonas Brothers are coming back to Disney for a Camp Rock 3.
Yeah, the Jonases and Demi Lovato set to produce.
That's right. Aw, good for them. That'll be fun. Daredevil Born Again has already gotten their season 3 renewal.
Ahead of season 2 premiere.
Congrats, guys. Martin Scorsese has cast Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence in A Ghost Story.
Yeah, Marty likes Leo. Leo likes Marty.
Yeah, they're doing good things together.
They're on the roll.
The film's called What Happens at Night.
Yeah.
Ooh, spooky. Sylvester...
no, they just sleep.
I mean, that's... Yeah. It depends on the night. Tulsa King is coming back for season 4 on Paramount Plus. And Sly's not done. He pitched a Rambo prequel, but using AI to de-age himself.
Yeah. It's been done before, but with AI it would be different.
Yeah. I don't know if I could watch a whole film of that.
But, well, the Irishman, right? On Netflix, the Scorsese one with De Niro, Pacino, they de-aged them.
Yeah, and it was distracting, and it wasn't the whole movie.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It wasn't the whole movie, but sure.
Yeah, it's not... I'm glad they didn't take that pitch, with all due respect to Mr. Stallone. James Cameron's... Oh, Thursday Murder Club. Is it getting a sequel?
It's getting some good vibes, good updates that might get a sequel. We'll see.
Yeah. It was really fun. If you haven't watched that yet, it's on Netflix. Very fun whodunit with a good cast. James Cameron says that he's struggling to write Terminator 7.
Oh, really? You cannot copy 6 and 5 and every other thing he copied before?
I feel like... I mean, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. I feel like we rag on this guy all the time, but maybe just don't. I feel like your problem's right there in the title. Terminator 7, it's done.
He's busy writing 6 sequels for Avatar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
Although if this keeps him from more Avatar movies, maybe...
I don't think so. I think they're going to do that after Avatar. After that Hiroshima movie.
Just let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go.
And anyways. And last but not least, there's rumors on the rumor wheel that Ana de Armas and Adria Arjona would be the top of the list for Wonder Woman on the new DCU. That might not happen because Warner might be bought. So we'll see.
Who knows? But I can think of worse choices for Wonder Woman. Even if they're both very small, but they both have good...
Yeah,
acting
Gadot was extremely skinny when they first announced her.
Oh, I mean short.
Short. Oh.
But that's...
Yeah, that's fixable. It doesn't look good, but it's fixable.
Yeah.
Either way, I don't know. It might go completely different direction because I assume he would want young people, and they pass. They women of a certain age. I'm not calling them old, but they older
They're
than.
not past 30, are they?
I'm not saying that, but I mean, if you want to create a franchise, you want someone
I guess.
that in 10 years is not going to look 10 years older,
Well, Hollywood's really good at that, regardless of where you start off from.
Yeah.
They're kind of obsessed. So, I don't know.
The idea would be 20s instead of 30s. But again, it's James Gunn. He's not known for making good decisions.
Okay.
Anyways.
Well, he's done worse than these 2 women.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, no, they're good. It's just that the age. I don't know. Also, they. No, I mean, I'm thinking about how the industry works. It's also to make 5 movies, which is basically 10, 12 years, if they get to that. But also, they sort of establish stars, and that always costs. Going for nobody is cheaper, like they did with David Cornsweet. But anyways, that's it for this week. We come back next week with more pop culture news entertainment. May the force be with you.
Go long and prosper.
Bye.
Bye.